Danger on the rails. Derailments, explosions, fires, and death from the North Dakota oil boom. It's lowered our gas prices but increased our risk. Millions of gallons of explosive crude oil are rolling through West Michigan every day.
But the railroads and state government don't want you to know when or where. Now, Target 8 investigator Henry Erb is finding out why and where those trains are going.
A crude oil train wreck and a towering fireball. There's something different about crude from the North Dakota oil boom. Experts think it contains more explosive gases. It's almost like the stuff just wants to burn.
This is a different type of hazardous material. It burns very hot.
And it's moving by rail from North Dakota's oil field to refineries on the East Coast. Much of it in long trains of thin-skinned tank cars crash investigators have been warning about since 1991. But even the latest generation of improved rail cars is bursting and burning. What the government calls a startling number of oil trains never get to where they're going. There have been 4 fiery derailments already this year. The government predicts at least 10 a year for some time to come, partly because the use of trains to carry North Dakota crude is growing with the boom, from 10,000 rail cars a year in 2008 to 500,000 last year. In this emergency order, the U.S. Department of Transportation calls the oil trains an imminent hazard. It made the railroads tell the states where the trains are running and how many are coming through each state every week. Michigan State Police emergency managers got the word last June and passed it on to fire and police departments in 14 counties. But they won't tell the rest of us about the danger rolling through our towns.
Because it would be like giving somebody part of your playbook.
The State Police Emergency Unit is also responsible for Homeland Security. Kolensky worries about terrorism.
Because there's bad people out there that want to do bad things.
But really, there's no way to hide a 100-car oil train. Couldn't the bad guys just stand out there and watch?
They probably can. But again, should we really make it easier for them to cause us harm? I think the answer to that is no, we shouldn't make it easier for them.
The railroads don't want people to know either. In some states, they sued to keep it quiet. They asked state officials to sign a confidentiality agreement, but Michigan refused. Still, it is one of at least 5 states that won't make the information public. On the other side of that, the feds who gave the oil train order have no problem with states making it public. They don't see a security threat. And some other states have told the public. In Montana, officials said it would improve public safety by making people aware of the danger. You guys are the state police. Shouldn't you be warning people about this danger coming through their towns?
Well, we've always warned people of hazards. We preach preparedness for everything, for all hazards.
But it's not hard to figure out. One of the major haulers of North Dakota crude is the Canadian National Railway. It has a line that runs from Indiana through Cass, Kalamazoo, Calhoun, and other Michigan counties to the border at Port Huron. Target 8 investigators started calling local emergency people along that track. They confirm the oil trains are coming through, and they're concerned.
Does the crude oil, worry me a bit? Yeah, sure it does.
Sources tell Target 8 investigators that the railroad estimates that 5, maybe 7 crude oil trains a week rumble through cities such as Battle Creek and small towns like Cassopolis, Marcellus, and Vicksburg. In rare cases, the oil trains can run up the lakeshore counties through Grand Rapids when the usual route is blocked for some reason.
It's a scary deal.
In Kalamazoo County, Vicksburg village manager Ken Skipper sees the crude oil trains rattling through his town several times a week. He shot this video.
It does cause us concern here. We have talked about it with our fire department stuff. Is with these curves going through here and then going across the lake down there, and something would happen to one, then they'd put this little town right out of business.
The locals can worry and prepare for the worst, but only the industry and the federal government can do things to prevent fiery derailments. The U.S. Department of Transportation says it will have new safety rules ready in May. We'll let you know what they'll do. I'm Target 8 investigator Henry Erb.
Coming up tomorrow during our 5:30 half hour, our Target 8 investigation continues. We're talking with local emergency crews and finding out what they can do if one of these derailments were to happen right here in West Michigan.